I mean, we talked about in the locker room all we really wanted to do coming back today. It's day 2 on the road for them. It's day 2 at home for us coming off of losses. We wanted to be tougher. Wanted to outwork them, be the aggressors on every play. First one to the floor, do all that. There was only about a 4-minute stretch where I felt like we got a little lazy with it. But I felt like our guys responded and showed some toughness and grit and fight and played hard. I was happy with it.
Well, he was a recruit. Dan was an athletic kid, but
Yeah.
he really showed that out here today with 27 points. So what can you say about his performance?
I was really happy for him. I mean, he struggled a little bit yesterday, I think. He was frustrated with how he played. We knew that this would be a pretty favorable matchup, that he would have some opportunities to attack. And we brought him off the bench today. That's kind of what we had been doing, let him look at how the game's going, get a feel for it when he comes in and give us that spark, and obviously gave us a tremendous spark today. He's a special talent. All those freshmen are pretty good. We got a lot of good players, and there's going to be some ups and downs when you're playing true freshmen, and today he was definitely on and up.
So we asked Marcus about this as well, but then in that second half, you guys hit those 3 straight three-pointers. Did you feel like that was a real turning point in the game as far as confidence goes?
Absolutely, and the thing we did on those threes, though, is we executed. I think, I don't remember exactly how they happened, but there was an inside-out, there was a set on one, and there was an extra pass on one. And that's the stuff we're preaching. We can shoot it as well as any team in the country. And that's a credit to Rob. He may not have had the numbers inside, but at the same time, when he gets it in there, he's a load in there. And once that defense shrinks, we throw the ball back outside, the ball's popping around, we're going to make a lot of good looks. Yesterday we had a stretch in the first half where we missed some, and that got us behind, but there's going to be some nights where we really shoot it.
What was the 4 or 5 minutes where you were worried?
It was
First or second half?
It was the second half, like the 10 to...
They came within like...
Yeah, there was just a couple loose balls, and I don't know that we were struggling that much. It was just, I felt like they got a couple offensive rebounds, a couple loose balls, and
And that was the last thing you guys...
yeah, we brought it into the timeout there and just challenged our guys that you gotta be the first one to it, and we did down the stretch.
What did you tell the guys at halftime?
I just said this is just reemphasize what we said before the game. We talked about our coverages. When we were covering it the way we planned, we were pretty good. And then it's the second half. It's like a conference doubleheader. I mean, that's just a mental toughness, a physical toughness type thing in the second half of the doubleheader. And if you're more aggressive, you'll find a way to win. That's pretty much what we said. Can't let your mind think you're tired.
Getting in some help off the bench too. A lot of guys getting in on the rebounding numbers today. Did you feel like that was nice to see from them, that you were able to run the same offense basically with guys?
That's obviously one of the first stats we always look at Michigan Tech is rebounding. We're not always the most athletic, but if we're winning the boards, that means 2 things. 1, we're making some shots, and 2, we're being aggressive and we're getting after it. Pete and Brad, I talk to those guys all the time. They're going to have games where they're really good with everything, but the one constant those 2 can always bring us are running the floor and crashing the glass. And today, they both did that really well.
Pete had 9.
And I think Brad had 7.
7, yeah.
That's what we need from those guys, that energy, that spark. I mean, we're going to be good if they bring that every night.
Yeah, shooting percentage was pretty good overall. Ended up at 44%, I think. And then from 3, 9 for 21. Is that about the same split that you were looking to get today between inside and outside shooting?
It's actually a little better. I usually think we're going to shoot more than 21 threes. They were trying to guard the three-point line a little more, and we did a nice job of showing that we can get to the paint, get to the free throw line. I'm happy getting I'd like to get more, but 19 free throws is good for Michigan Tech right now. We got to keep getting that number up and attacking.
Actually, the guys seem very positive after this one. What are a couple of the biggest things that you have to take forward? Because the schedule doesn't get any easier for you guys.
100%. We just got to show the effort that it takes every night. I mean, we have so much inexperience on this team that they just need to know that every night you got to compete with that and compete as hard as you can. Every possession matters, and keep working at it. We're going to deal with some mistakes. I mean, there's still times we're coming out of the huddle where we're drawing it up and they forget it that 20 feet from the bench to the floor. So, I mean, we still got a long way to go, but it's going to be a fun year. There's going to be some ups and downs, but as long as we're competing, we're going to keep working.